Now, let us move on to the fifth question in the same exercise. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meter more than the width is 36 meter. Find the dimensions. Okay. Now here, in order to arrive at the equations, let us have length and width, two classifications. So let us take the length as x, width as y. What is the equation? The length is 4 meter more. Therefore, we get x is equal to y plus 4. On simplifying, we will get the values equation as x minus y is equal to 4 being your first equation. Is that clear to you? Now, in order to get the second equation, another clue is half the perimeter. You know that for a rectangle, it is twice the length plus twice the breadth gives you the perimeter. Half the perimeter is half of that value. That means 1 time length and 1 time breadth we have to take. That means we have got x plus y. Is that clear to you? The second equation is x plus y is equal to 36. This is the second equation. Let us get the values for this equations. Okay, we have to find the 2 points. Let us take the first equation. X minus y gives you 4. So this be x and then y. Okay. So what can you choose? You can choose x as 8. So 8 minus y gives you 4 means y is obviously, x goes to the other side, you get 4 minus 8. So 4 minus 8 is minus 4, minus y is minus 4. So y is equal to 4 is the first value. Now, second value, what you can choose? You can choose 0 and so many things. But here, in this sum, one thing you should notice, the values are 36 is little higher, isn't it? It's a bigger number. So you won't have enough space to plot in the graph. That's why I have taken these values, and how to plot this. I am going to adjust the scale that I will tell you. For the present, just listen. So 8, 4. Okay. Second value, I can choose x as 12. If x is 12, this goes to the other side. So what do we get the y value as? The y value is x minus y is equal to 12 minus y is equal to 4. Therefore, this 12 goes to the other side. You get minus 8. Therefore, minus y is equal to minus 8. You will get 8, 4 and 12, 8 are the 2 points. 8, 4 and then 12, 8 are the 2 points. I mark this as A and B. Okay, I know you're all coming up with doubts. In all the sums we just plotted 1, 2, 3, etc. But in this sum we should go for higher values. So you'll all be thinking that there is no space in the notebook. How will we do it? I will tell you how we have to solve such issues. Just listen for the present being. Then I will tell you after finishing the points for the second equation. Is that clear to you? Now, second equation, we have got to write this as one more tabular column, x and y. Now here x plus y. So nowhere we can choose 1 and 0, 36, 1 means 35. So many problems will, higher values. So what I can do, I will choose again multiples of 4 only. So if we take the x value, I take 12 here. So if x is 12, y is equal to 12 goes to the other side. 36 minus 12 gives you 24. So 12 and 24 is the value for C. And then for the second point, let me choose 16. So if I choose 16 for this, what will happen? So 16 plus y is equal to 36. Therefore, y is equal to, this goes to the other side. You get this value as, tell me, 20. So again, your doubt is not clarified. If you look at the values 8, 4, 12, 8, 12, 24, 16, 20, they are all multiples of 4. So I have chosen a scale of that 1 centimeter gap is equal to, x is equal to x axis, y axis. I have taken the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 4 units. So if I do so, obviously this problem will be solved. Sometimes you have to make the small adjustment, especially when you come across higher value sums like this. Okay, you have to make a small, sometimes it can be even multiples of 5, 100, even 20. So you have to choose which is the best option. Accordingly, you have to take the scale for both the axes. Okay, now the first point is 8, 4. 8 on the x-axis is here and 4 on the y-axis is here. So I can choose, this is your point A. Got it? Now the second point is 12, 8. 12 is here, 8 is here. So I am choosing, so this is your B point. So I am going to join these two dots so that you will get the first straight line for this. This is how it is. Extend it on both sides. So I am going to extend it here also, this side also. What I have always told you, you have to write the equation. Equation is x minus y is equal to 4. It is drawn. Okay, now coming back to the second equation. 12 and 24. So 12 is here, 24 is here. So 12 and 24. So I am just extending this line which is already existing. This is C. Are you understanding? The second point is 16 and 20. 16 here and 20. So I will extend it. So this is the point. So I am going to mark this point as D. Let me join these 2 points. Please be very careful. Whenever you have to draw a graph, the pencil has to be nicely sharpened and then you have to mark the point very correctly. Otherwise, you will not get the correct solution. Are you understanding? You have got 2 intersecting lines. Now, where do these 2 lines meet? This is the point. So, we can again read the coordinates of this point. This is 20 and 16. So, the x value is 20, y value is 16. So, that is the point of intersection. That is the solution of this graph. So, after finishing all this, you have to first write as, the point is named as E. I will write here. So, E. 20, 16 is the point of intersection. Point of intersection. So this will not complete your sum. What you have to do after that? What is your x value? What is your y? That you have to write. Because you are not given in x and y, you are given in length and breadth. So very often you people leave it at that and then just close the pair working. You should not be there. What is your x? X is the length. Therefore, you should write the length of the rectangular garden or field or whatever it is. Length is 20 meters, and then the width is given to be y. So the width is equal to 16 meters, you should write. Now, how to check your answer is right? X minus y is equal to 4. 20 minus 16 gives you 4. And what is x plus y is equal to 36. So 20 plus 16 gives you 36. Obviously, you got the correct solution. We'll move to the next sum, children. Question 6. Read the question. Given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. Write another linear equation in two variables such that the graphical representation of the pair so formed is first subdivision intersecting lines, second subdivision parallel lines, and third subdivision coincident lines. Okay, that is, in all the other sum that we did so far, we got two equations and we found out whether they are parallel or intersecting or coincident. But in this sum, given the condition that it is intersecting, what should be the other member of the pair? That's what we have to find out. Okay, obviously we have to use only the A1, B1 and A2, B2 and C1, C2. We have to find out, and we have to adjust the ratios in such a way that you are getting the intersecting lines for the first, parallel lines for the second, and also coincident lines for the third. Okay, now the equation is already written here. 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. We have to get intersecting lines. In that case, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, is not equal to c1 by c2. That is, we have to choose your a1, b1 and c1 such a manner that none of the ratios are equal to each other. There are plenty of choices. We can choose any number of numbers available to you, but we will, for the simple ones we can take obviously. So we will multiply, we'll take 2x here, so we can multiply 2 by 1. So you will get again 2x itself also we can write, there's nothing wrong in that. So we can take 3x obviously, and then here we can take one 4y, and let it be some plus 9 equal to 0. So if you choose the constants in this manner, you will get a1 by a2 as 2 by 3 and 3 by 4 and minus 8 by 9. None of these ratios are equal. Therefore, you get a unique solution. That means you will get an intersecting pair of lines. So it is not that you have to choose the next numbers or previous numbers or multiplying by the same number, nothing. But you should not multiply all the three terms by the same number. You can multiply by 3 and write. You can multiply this by 4 and write. You can multiply this by 1, and that is your choice. Okay, we have to get the coefficients in such a way that these ratios are not equal to each other. Okay, so the second pair of linear equation is 3x plus 4y plus 9 equal to 0. You can even choose minus 9. You can even choose minus 4 here. You can choose here minus 3x. Minus 4y, and then plus 9 also we can choose. Plenty of choices available to you. Okay. Now, coming to the second subdivision, parallel lines. So, parallel lines means what? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but that is not equal to c1 by c2. So, for that we have to adjust these two coefficients in such a manner. Therefore, these two ratios are same. In that case, we can multiply 2x and 3y by the same number, but not by the same number, the number a minus 8. So now the constant can be anything. It need not be the product of this number multiplying factor with C1. It can be anything. So what I am doing now, I am going to multiply this by 2, this by 2, this by some 3. If I do so, what will happen? Even if I don't multiply also, I just write as 7, or I can even write as 1. Anything, that is my wish. Okay. So accordingly, you also choose some number you want to multiply by 3. Okay, then I will do it. Multiply this by 3, you will get 3 2s are 6x. So we can write 2 into 3, 6x for the x term, and then 3 3s are 9, I can take 9y, and you want it to be 1, okay, let it be like that. So what will happen if you take a1 by a2 is equal to 2 by 6, and then this is 3 by 9, and then you get here minus 8 by minus 1. Both of this will become positive. This 2 is 1 by 3, and this is also 1 by 3, but that is obviously not equal to 8. So we can write 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3, but that is not equal to 8 by 1. Therefore, what do we get ultimately? You will get a set of parallel lines. Is that understood? Is that clear? Okay. See, it is that here also there is no restricted choice. You have got plenty of options available. You can choose so many numbers, but only thing is we have to see that these two ratios are same. But that is not equal to C1 by C2. You should be very careful in that. Okay, infinite choices you have. You can choose any one, which is your, which do you want? Okay, whichever you want. Now, coincident lines you take. Now here what happens, all the three should have to be multiplied by the same number, correct? So why? Because we want a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. That means you have to multiply all the three terms by the same number, so that the ratio is maintained. That is your condition. Okay. So if you want to multiply by 2, you can take. If you can multiply by minus 1, you can take. If you want to multiply by 3, minus 3, 4, minus 4, plenty of choice available for this also. But I am going to make it very simple for you. So I am going to multiply all the three ratios by just 2. If I multiply by 2, what will happen? You will get 4x, and here 3 into 2, 6y, and then minus 16 equal to 0. Now here what you have to do? You have to take the ratios. So a1 by a2 is 2 by 4, b1 by b2 is 3 by 6, c1 by c2 is minus 8 by minus 16. So both of them become, both the negatives will be positive ultimately. So this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, this is also 1 by 2. So we have got half equal to half equal to half. That means what? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. We get coincident lines. Okay, is that clear to you? Is that clear to you? But see, your answers need not be the same thing. I have just shown for example. You select your numbers according to your choice. That is what I want. These sums are all, it is, the values are not one. We have got plenty of choices for all the three subdivisions. It is only to show with some number I have shown here. But you take your own decision. You take whatever numbers you want, but you should see to the condition. You have to see to the ratios correctly and then decide about the numbers that you are going to choose. Is that clear to you?